Good day, sir. Our activity for today is all about procedures for collecting wet stain on absorbent and non-absorbent substances. First is collecting wet stain on absorbent substances. All you need to do is to collect sample of stain from the item in which best being located. Use one or more sterilized cotton swabs to soak up the stain. Then totally air dried by the sample and be air dried by naturally. Put in a box and sealed and also put in a paper bag for packaging and transported to laboratory. Next is collect control sample of the item by slightly moistening the swab with distilled water and rub the area of the surface in the same region near the seam. Be air dried naturally and then put it in the box and be subjected to proper packaging and transported to laboratory. Next is submit the entire item if possible. Possible means detachable and be subjected to proper packaging and transported to laboratory. And also the swab containing the wet stain and the swab containing the control sample shall be packaged separately. Second procedure is collecting wet stain on non-absorbent substances. In this process, you don't need to collect sample of stain from the item in which it was being located. All you need to do is submit the entire item if possible. Possible means detachable and be subjected to proper packaging and transported to laboratory. Another procedure that we're going to perform is procedure for collecting dry stain on absorbent and non-absorbent substances. First is collecting dry stains on absorbent substances. In this process, all you need to do is cut out the stain area of the item in which the stain was being located. And then collect a portion of this stain area by rubbing the cotton swab on the stain area and totally air dry and put it in the box to be subjected for proper packaging and transported to laboratory. And package and label sample separately, swab containing dry stains and swab containing the control sample. Next procedure is collecting dry stain on non-absorbent substances. The manner that we're going to perform the swab stain rolls of the stain on the suspected items where it had there's an air dried thoroughly, put in on the box and sealed properly and put it on the paper bag. The next process that we're going to perform is collecting samples from the smear. In this manner, use a dry sterling cotton buds and concentrate the substance on the tip of the swab. Allow the swab to air dry and put it on the box and put it on this paper bag to be subjected for proper packaging and transported to laboratory. Next, to collect sample of the stain from the item in which being located. Collect control sample of the item by slightly moistening the swab with the still water and rub the area of the surface in stain region near the stain. Allow the swab to air dry and put it on the box and also put it on a paper bag or subjected to proper packaging, and transported to laboratory. Label and package eventually swab separately, and swab containing the smear, and swab containing the control sample. Last method that we're going to perform is evidence marking. Evidence marking must be done by investigator. Accurately and thoroughly documented the evidence. And that's all. Thank you and God bless.